going on. Let's get your reaction.
Thanks for having me on your wonderful platform. It's a privilege being here again. So I'm looking at the fact that in Nigeria we don't learn. In Nigeria, people see governance as a private property. They are not ready. We see governance as a national institution. That's how somebody can say, "Oh, it's my turn." That's how somebody can say, "I will not allow somebody to." No, you are there to govern, not to rule. That's where the first mistake comes from. Because I read it yesterday. Obviously, I'm from Abeokuta, Ogun State, so that's my state. The project started was 2007. That was the end of Daniel's regime. Now to the regime of Amosu. I know how Nigerians politicians used to behave, and that is the worst behavior. Oh, I don't want it to do with the governance. And people forget that in governance you meet assets and you meet liability. Then how to manage the both of them will determine how successful your administration will be. I always tell people if you're not ready to govern, sit down in your house. Sit down. It's as simple as that. Because you want to enjoy the assets, but liability you want to leave it. You understand? Now, according to what we are hearing now, the full details will come much more later. But like the government have most of them, what they signed with the Chinese people is like he reneged on the promises. Like, okay, this land they called it how they say a free trade zone that these people has that was given to them by agreement from Grenada. Amosu refused to implement it. And see, this case don't even start today. They've been going back and forth to the courts and everything.
And they
And
had to seize our presidential. How does it connect? Our presidential jet. Three.
you have to ask yourself a question: is Ogun State part of Nigeria? Yes. You understand? And $75 million, and maybe they've looked at the asset of Ogun State, and for now, this thing cannot pay it. How do we hurt this nation? You have to hurt this nation by going after the private jet. And you can see the airline of the punch. Not only private jet, we are talking about other. Because now that is the UK court. They have gone to the US court. That means they can even seize more. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we don't even know what they are coming after. And mind you, we are talking about Ogun State. How about other states that we don't even know? I mean, have signed other deal, not necessarily with Chinese, maybe with other multinational company that we don't know. So when you're a governor, or you're a president, a minister, you come, you look at your handover notes, you look at the previous administration, you compare it to now administration, and then, or you don't say, oh, all the last administration signed all this deal, I'm not part of it. That does not concern foreign nations. That does not concern multinational companies. Government is a continuum. So if you met money there, for example, in the state account, you are going to spend it. You are not going to say this money belongs to the past administration. You are going to give them. So that's how you inherit assets. You are going to inherit liabilities too.
In the case of people believing billions for it.
So the president did not say okay. He just said it. Why did he say okay? Tabi now take all the money. You understand? So that's how. So because in Nigeria, oh, they'll tell you I am doing away with the past administration. You cannot do away with it. Oh. You go and look at what they signed at the agreement. Then with your lawyers, look at it to and fro. And what can we do to this? You can't just say every agreement with the previous administration is cancelled. That does not concern national multinational company. It's not cancelled because you signed. The agreement was not between an individual. For example, it's not between, for example, Daniel and the Chinese company. It was between Ogun State government. Now, even in the next 50 years, Ogun State government is still Ogun State government. You understand? Let me give you an example. When people are saying now, oh, Buhari has spoiled everything, Buhari is the problem. And I look at it. Why did not sign this deal on behalf of Muhammadu Buhari? He signed it on the name of Nigeria. So whatever happens, the country that will bear the name is Nigeria as a country, not an individual. So we should learn. This should be an eye opener. But in Nigeria, history always repeats itself because we don't learn. We are going to see this thing again. This what happened again. It might happen in our states or maybe even the nation at large. We don't learn. We see governance as a private something, like me and you. Oh, we don't are Christian something. No, it is a state or a national interest. Whenever a new government comes, the first thing to do is to look at the previous agreements with different organizations. That's how it should be done. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, what can we do to this? What can we do to this?
What should the DSS, EFCC, they have a job to do. Probably go and investigate Amosu and other.
Yes, no. That's yes. You are right. They can investigate and maybe if those people have paid some money, maybe they should not ask what have, for example, their money been used for. but the money is much. About $75 million. And if it, not even the Chinese government, the Chinese multinational company can be can be seizing the private jet of, like you said,
The nation.
the biggest black nation in the world, Nigeria. Over 200 million people, the giant of Africa. What does that tell you about our politicians? What does that signal to? Because you see, like I said, the world is a global village. People are watching this all over the world, and you want foreign investors to come in. Then how do you expect foreign investors to come in when the last agreement you made, you did honor it, and they're taking you to court, and you're expecting more investors to come in. So these are the red signals that that will be sent to other multinational companies, other nations that want to come and invest here. How do you tell people? You say, oh, citizens they are demarketing Nigeria. Nobody has ever demarketed Nigeria more than our politicians. Nobody. It's our politicians that don't demarket us. It is they that always, okay. Is it an individual that signed this? No, it's a state government. And now this news is all over the world because I go to UK court, go to US courts. You understand? So now that they are seizing presidential aircraft, what are they going to seize next?
Maybe the national theatre. I don't know.
Abi, that's the question now. That's why just signed it.
It's a big shame.
Is it not?
Nigerians need to do something before these people destroy the
We
country.
can't no, we can't do anything, my brother. I've been saying this. Don't let anybody deceive Mr. Christian. We can't do anything. We are not ready to do anything. Look at the National Assembly. Google how much does the president of US, how much is his salary? You are going to see something. Oh yeah, Google Nigeria, Google Nigeria president. You don't know. Your senators, you don't even know how much they are collecting. Even in the Senate, they themselves don't even know. You saw the drama played out. ROAMC, people that distribute money. Oh, 1 million is the salary of Senate something. A senator came out, Mr. Sumaila from the north, said, I'm receiving 21 million naira. What does that tell you? Let's look at it from this point of view. The people that are supposed to give senators money end of the month, ROMEFC, they said 1 million naira. A senator himself said, I received 21 million. You understand? So if you're having government inside government, Senate or House of Rep, they are government on their own. They themselves, they are on their own. NNPC, FIRS.
It has come to a point whereby Nigerians are helpless. That we are saying.
There's nothing. We are helpless. That's why maybe you are so religious. We try to call God, and because it seems that we don't even know what next.
Or what to do.
Yeah, because we don't know. Because you complain today, you complain tomorrow. It seems you are complaining, but that's just it's not tomorrow. Like, you have to hear that thing tomorrow. Next tomorrow, every day Nigeria is in news, and everything borders on either on contractual agreement or most is on money, misplaced funds. Let me make EFCC, their account on Twitter is nowhere to be found again. And people now say, I did not say, I don't, because people are just saying that they say Yahoo boys, so I've cancelled. No, you can laugh, but
You know, they hacked the allegation. They hacked the Twitter account of the EFCC. And
you understand? So what I'm saying is that according to sources, according to people, EFCC account has been allegedly hacked by 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 Yahoo boys. Understand? So the question is that where are we going in Nigeria? No, it's cause for sober reflection. EFCC are supposed to arrest people, their own account. The eagle, because their symbol is the eagle. If the eagle account can be hacked, then then what next, Mr. Christian? So God bless you, sir.
It's very, very unfortunate. Yeah, Yoruba will say, Kagun, 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 Akagun, Sibikan. Oh, that is Baba Ebenezer Obey song. You see, Oti Kagun, Sibikan, it has been ending to somewhere. We have been saying it that this thing, all this endless borrowing, it will have consequence. And I want to say that this may be the beginning. Yes, of course. That is Ogun State debt now. What about
$5 million?
what about the debt that Nigeria hold China? You could remember during Buhari, we were even signing document on what we don't understand. They say they use China words to write one agreement, and Nigeria signed it. Have you forgotten? During Buhari regime, we signed what we don't know. So all of you be preparing for one China name that should be bearing. You Christian, maybe now Chin, I don't know.
Should they have seized the presidential debt?
Why won't they?
Ogun State.
Is it not Nigeria? Yes, now Ogun State is part of Nigeria. It doesn't concern them. They pass through legal means. It's not by force now. Don't you know that there's a judgment that backed them to do it? Don't you know? So I am not a lawyer. If you are going to somewhere, you have to pass through something before you get there. Before they seize that thing, they must have passed through, I mean, some scrutiny and legal scrutiny, and before they arrive at that junction. So if they don't have right to seize it, I think there will be legal reaction. But I think they have right to seize it. That's why. I don't know what is in the agreement. Maybe they can seize any Nigeria property. That is what, and who give Ogun State that authority to sign I mean, a loan, a loan of $75 million using Nigeria as a collateral. If the governor are so powerful like that, Omo, I'm afraid, yo. If Ogun State has $75 million, it's better all the states will go and investigate. Now, how much do you owe China?
It's not reflecting on the state, that money.
That money is not reflecting. Then the problem Nigeria have is this. Now, they will now go and dig deep and know whose regime was the money borrowed. Amosun. Then what did Amosun use the money for? Then Amosun should be in the cell now. They should have go and carry Amosun now. Yes, of course, he should come and explain. Then Ogun State should be the one to responsible for all this mess. They should buy us our 3 presidential jet back, and they carry Amosun. That just
I hope this is not the one we just bought.
the old one. You say you hope. I don't know which one they says anyway. Maybe I don't know which one they said. Maybe the new one or the old one. So they should ask Ibikole Amosun how much. I mean, what did they use the loan for, and what transpired between them? I know we have not heard. I mean, we have not seen the end of this thing. There's still more
How
to
will
it.
this tell on the image of Nigeria?
Do you have image before? Where is that image? You don't have image now. It's usually bad for me when they will say Nigeria are being embarrassed. Our image abroad. Which image? Do you have image? People have been thinking that Nigeria don't have good image outside this country. It has been long. When we have the era that we have good image has passed, our golden era. When we first of all gained independence, after independence, when we discover oil, and Nigeria was doing well until maybe when we started having problem was the beginning of civil war. The first coup, civil war. Then after civil war, everything started getting worse. People in the 70s, they say Nigeria is better than this. In the 80s, they say Nigeria of 70s is better than the 80s. The Nigeria of 80s is better than the 90s. So every decade, Nigeria started getting worse, and our image abroad started getting spoiled every day.
So, lastly, Nigerians should act. Looking at this is an embarrassment.
Very. It's embarrassment to the embarrassment on ground.
So, what should Nigerians do?
Nigerians, what can they do? There is nothing we can do. If government, if
our Commonwealth.
It's our commonwealth. It's not today our commonwealth has been, I mean, squandered. Do it anyhow. I told you that you have not seen the end. It's just, China. I told you to go. You don't think I'm joking? Go and check. Go and choose one China name that maybe Li Ching-chong, Li, whatever you want to be bearing. You don't know how much Nigeria owes China. Have you forgotten so soon? Buhari borrow money like tomorrow, no day. And you talk about Nigeria image. When a particular government is using our oil to borrow money ahead, like 2 years, which kind of destination is that? And you are talking about being embarrassed. We are feeling hungry, everybody, we pay through our nose to pay for NEPA bill, everything, and you're talking embarrassed. You see, let me tell you, Yoruba will say, ẹni tó ti wà nílẹ̀ kò lè má bẹ̀rù lẹ́lẹ̀ mọ́. We are on ground already, so we are on ground already, so any embarrassment is just an added one. It's just an added embarrassment for you. If you are a Nigerian, anything from 80s downward, Nigerians, our image abroad has depleted. I mean, there is nothing to write home about. So it just started getting worse every day.
What should Nigerians do? You should keep silent?
No, keeping silent is not the best. We will keep on do our best by protest, by kicking, and try as much as possible that we bring the best to the government. Unfortunately, for us to do this kind of thing, we need to deal with some people. all these people you want to deal with, they are also product of corruption. Somebody said a senator receives 20 million naira every month as a running cost. I don't know the meaning of running cost. Is it salary? Is it allowance? Is it so? Our House of Assembly is dropping like 2 billion naira every month. Eh? A country like that, where do you think we want to move? And if you say you want to change the situation, these people that are receiving money, you have to pass through them before you go to get to where you are going. And everything in Nigeria started complicated every day. It started complicated every day until we get to where we are. Who will think that somebody like Buhari will do something like that? That under the watch of Buhari, somebody will máa gbé gbogbo Nigeria ní mugun. Former Minister of Aviation, that Haji Sirika, we want to do Nigeria here, and they go and put Buhari and Buhari say, oh, that is a good development, and they signed, and they went ahead to look for one Ethiopia plane. Honestly speaking, it's laughable. And where is he? Jerika now? Where is he?
Haji Sirika.
Haji Sirika, where is he now?
He's working free.
He's working free. So to tell you that Nigeria, we don't know where we are going, and you are talking of embarrassment. A country where only one person duped the whole country, and the person is working free, and you say because China sees your plane, you feel embarrassed. Me, I don't feel embarrassed. We have been embarrassed for long time. You are talking of being embarrassed. A country that we are having, brain drainage. Dude, how many of our health workers that have left this country because there is no hope? Like 12,000, and Tinubu is trying to say maybe they are going to come back. Based on what? What do you do? Our health system that is dying every day, and you say those people that have gone abroad, they are going to come back. Coming back. So I don't feel embarrassed. So, and it's nothing can surprise me again this country. Okay, thank you very much.